Hello. Oh, hello. Uh, hello. 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 Almost. Apologies. Test. 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 Testing. One, two. Test. 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 Testing. Almost. Test. 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 Sorry, folks. Experiencing some audio problems to start this stream. Just test, test, test. Okay, come on. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Jesus. Of course, he's working at lightning speed. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Okay, I think we've got it now. All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Parsons Field in Brookline, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity baseball contest between the visiting Wolfpack of Boston Latin School and the hosting Brookline High Warriors. My deepest apologies for the bad start to this one. Was juggling with my headset for a minute there, but now we are underway. Brookline's starting pitcher Nico Hart off to a fast start in this one. Struck out the first batter he faced and strikes out the second batter. So 2 straight strikeouts to start for Nico Hart here in the top of the first inning. Now this one in there, strike one. Hart throwing efficiently here. That one's going to miss low. Batter checks his swing. Ball 1. That one's going to bounce in. Ball 2. That one misses low and away. Ball 3. 3-1 the count here to the third baseman, number 6, Brendan Norton. And he takes ball 4. Now batting the catcher, number 21, John Flynn. First pitch misses just high, ball 1. Runners taking off for second, and the ball popped out of the catcher's glove. That'll be a low ball 2, and Norton will steal second. That's going to be a high ball 3. So a couple of quick strikeouts to start, but now Hart struggling to find the zone. Here with 2 down, runner at second. And he misses, ball 4. 8 of Hart's last 9 pitches have missed the zone. Now batting the pitcher, number 24, Charlie Hawk. Runners at first and second, 2 down. The Wolfpack have yet to put a ball in play. And we've got a courtesy runner coming in for Flynn, the catcher. This is number 5, Paul Linso. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss that time, strike 1. That's going to be a low ball 2. 2 and 1 and no, please, please. And that's, oh, there, okay. And of course, my mic is having trouble again. 2 and 2 the count to Hawk. Hart takes a beat off the mound. Gets set. 2 and 2 the count. This pitch is a grounder back to the pitcher, and Hart flips it to first. And that ends the top of the first. Okay. Up. Oh boy. Sorry, folks. My headset's acting up today. So just kind of juggling. Oh. Okay. Oops. Oh. Almost. Almost. Okay, this is what we have to do today. Audio quality is going to be terrible today, ladies and gentlemen. Because my mic's just, not only has my mic stopped working, but OBS Studio has stopped detecting it altogether. So, game's moving a little too fast for me to have any time to fix this. So we're just gonna have to go with some very bad audio quality at this stage. I don't know what to say, folks. All right. So we move to the top of the second, no score. Nico Hart back on the mound for Brookline. Yeah. So now batting for Boston Latin, the designated hitter, number 9, Charlie George. First pitch and he fouls off, strike one. Reaches out, lifts this one into shallow right, and couldn't be caught over the head by Sawada. That will drop in for a leadoff single for George. Keenan Sawada was trying to be Willie Mays out there, but could not haul it in over his back, and so runner at first for the first baseman, number 12, Elliot Gordon. First pitch shows bunt, pulls back, ball one. This one is going to be low for ball two. 2-0 the count. George at first. Gordon fouls this one off, strike one. Was showing bunt on the first pitch, but went for the swing that time. That one curves in nicely for strike two. And that catches the zone, strike three. Third strikeout of the day for Nico Hart. Now at the plate is the center fielder, number 26, Augie Groh. First pitch catches the corner, strike one. And a bit of a delayed swing out in front of it. Fouls it off, strike two. Got a bit fooled by the off speed that time. Now he hits a liner up the middle. That's going to drop into center field for a single. So that puts two on with one out. Now up to the plate, the left fielder, number 17, Aaron Cassidy. And they call a balk on Hart, and that's going to move the runners, both of them, into scoring position. They're saying he set twice. It's a hard grounder past the first baseman. That'll bring in at least one. Runners rounding third, coming into home. It's a 2-run single for Cassidy to put the Wolfpack on the board. Now we cycle back around to the top of the order with the right fielder, number 7, Cole Hale. Runners taking off for second, throw down to second, bounces past the shortstop, and Cassidy steals second. This one's a hard grounder fielded by Adam Rosenblatt. Tags first himself for out number 2. Two down, runner at third here in the top of the second. Now coming up, the shortstop number 3, Amos Bergen. First pitch going to miss, ball 1. This one is lifted out to right center, but caught within the range of Harrison Siegel for out number 3. That ends the top of the second, and I'm once again going to engage in my Herculean task of trying to get my tech to work. Test. Nope. It's just not registering at all. It's just not registering at all. All right, I really don't know what to say here, folks, about the audio, other than it's just going to be bad today. Again, I apologize, folks. I mean, this is a waking nightmare for me right now. At the plate is the catcher, number 17, Avery Melton. He hits a chopper over to third, fielded at third, thrown to first, and caught for out number 1. This one's a grounder foul. Up the first baseline by the designated hitter, number 21, Hugh Bollinger. This one, good contact. That's going out to center. Hugh Bollinger with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the second. Now batting the third baseman, number 22, Charlie Engelman. Attempted pickoff throw from the lefty pitcher, Charlie Hawk. To check on Bollinger at first. Always got to be careful of those lefty pitchers. Another throw back to first, and again, Bollinger gets back safe. And that one hits the zone for a strike. And this time they call the balk on Charlie Hawk. That's the second straight inning we've had a balk call. Of course, lefty pitchers are always going to get a little bit more wiggle room for a balk just because they're already facing first base from their natural position. But that's what the official called. Boston Latin coach out to appeal. All right, now a meeting at the mound for the Boston Latin coach. And now we reset. 0-1, the count to Engelman. Bollinger at second. Slices it foul, strike 2. And a time is called. This one also sliced foul. Engelman stays alive at 0-2. And another foul ball. Engelman battling here at 0-2.
Someone's grabbing it. I don't know where it is.
And they're going for the pickoff. And Hugh Bollinger faked him out. The pitcher was worried about a balk as he wasn't expecting Bollinger to just take off unreservedly for third, which is what he did. And the pitcher was stuck leaning towards second, had to throw to second. And so Bollinger takes third on the steal. That one inside for ball one to Engelman. And another one sliced foul by Engelman. And he stays alive at 1-2.
It's not a good noise.
And that's inside as well. And that'll be ball two. Engelman with a good rip out to center, and it bounces past the center fielder. Bollinger in to score. Engelman stretching it out for two. Charlie Engelman, welcome to the batting order, an RBI double. Let's quickly see how much of the instant replay we can catch here. Good line drive. Center fielder tried to make a play on it, but misread it there. And so Brookline strikes back and makes it a 2-1 score. Throw back to second to check on Engelman. He dives back safely. At the plate for Brookline now, the first baseman, number 16, Adam Rosenblatt. First pitch in the zone, strike one. Rosenblatt, good contact up the middle. That's going to bounce through. Engelman is going to hold at third as Adam Rosenblatt with a single up the middle. Now, coming up to the plate for Brookline with runners at the corners, the left fielder, number 15, Owen Huffman. Shows bunt, lays it up the first base line, chased down by the pitcher, thrown to first in time for out number two. He does advance Rosenblatt to second, but that will be two down. Interesting call with runners at the corners. Maybe Hoffman was trying to sneak a bunt single in there and load the bases. But either way, second and third, two down. And we cycle back to the top of the order with the second baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. Sawada grounded out to second his last time up. Now up with a big opportunity with runners at second and third. Makes contact as a grounder over to second again. Fielded cleanly, thrown to first. And that ends the inning. Brookline gets a run back off the RBI double from Charlie Engelman. But they still trail at the end of 2. Moving into the third inning, the score: the Boston Latin School Wolfpack 2, the Brookline High Warriors 1. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 hitters, Norton, Flynn, and Hawk, coming up for Boston Latin in the top of the third as Nico Hart returns to the mound. All right, folks, now in between innings, I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that my microphone just literally is not, my headset's just literally not working right now. I don't know if the audio interface is broken or if the headset's broken. Something's broken. But for now, it's either going to be my internal laptop mic or my internal camera mic that's going to have to make this work. So I'm going to do a little bit of a and B test. So right now, this is A, and the next sound you're going to hear is going to be B. So this is A, and this is B. And this is A, and this is B. So you guys tell me which is better. Just from my perspective, looking at it, it seems like A is a little better, although it's obviously still not great. But you guys tell me in the live chat which you think sounds better, which one you'd rather suffer through the rest of this broadcast. In the meantime, we start the top of the third. Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Brendan Norton. First pitch misses, ball 1. Norton, his last time up, drew a walk, stole second, but was left stranded at second. This time he gets jammed. It's a bouncer over to short, picked up by Hom, thrown to first, and Felix Hom gets him for out number 1. One of the benefits of playing on a turf field out here at Parsons Field is that you're going to see much cleaner play from the infielders from both sides, and that's what we've seen so far. Now batting, the catcher, number 21, John Flynn, takes strike 1. That one is going to miss for ball 1. Reaches out, hits a grounder past third, and past short into left. A 1-out single for Flynn. And the courtesy runner comes in. Once again, number 5, Paul Linso. Throw back to first, check on Linso. He dives back safely. It's a high hopper over to first, taken by Rosenblatt. Tags first easily. Runner does advance, but that will be out number 2. So 2 down, runner at second. And up comes the designated hitter, number 9, Charlie George. George, his last time up, got a single and later came in to score. Fouls that one off, strike 1. Okay, sounds like I'm being told. And of course, of all things, we had a brief disconnect. If it's not one thing, it's another today. My goodness. Ball 1, high and outside. One and two, the count to George, 2 down, runner at second. Boston Latin School leads Brookline 2-1. This pitch got briefly away from Melton, but the runner decides to hold. 2-2 now the count.
Come on, Nico. Hey, come on. It's got to lay out. Keep it out.
Reaches out, left one, out to center field. Siegel is tracking it, and he's got it for out number 3. Another runner gets stranded, as both teams have left their fair share of runners aboard through these first couple of innings. There's been no shortage of excitement here. As we move to the bottom of the third, score still 2-1 in favor of Boston Latin. Folks, I appreciate you helping me out in live chat today on what has been an abysmal day for my technology. You know, like I said,
Fellas, come on, fellas, you gotta wake up.
like I said, if you think the mic I'm currently using, which I believe is my video camera's microphone, if you believe that's working better than what we had before, which was my laptop's internal mic, just let me know in the live chat. If you'd like me to switch back to what we had before, again, just let me know in the live chat. It's going to be the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Brookline: Siegel, Brendel, and Hom. Right now, stepping in, the center fielder, number 14, Harrison Siegel. First pitch going to miss, ball 1. Siegel last time up lifted a deep shot out to left for a double, but was left stranded. This one fouled off his foot and foul up the first baseline, strike 1. This one comes in low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Hard rip here, going through the left gap into left. Harrison Siegel with a leadoff single. 2 for 2 for Siegel to start the day. Let's see if this time Brookline is able to bring him in. Now batting, the right fielder, number 9, Elias Brendel. Brendel, his last time up, he grounded out to second as he hits a foul up the first base line. Throw back to first, check on Siegel. He dives back safe. That one outside, ball 1. And this one fouled off, strike 2. You can't really see it from the camera angle I've got, folks, but Siegel oftentimes jumping back to first base as Hawk throws the pitch. That's just the threat of a lefty pitcher and the strong pickoff move. As that one's going to miss outside, ball 2. This one is lefted deep out to right, and it's going to be foul. Okay, sounds like people are preferring the old mic. Okay, back to this. Is this better? 2-2 still. The count to Brendel. That one's gonna miss. Ball 3. Brendel fights his way to a full count. Someone's saying the video is blurry. I think that might just be how blown out the lighting is because of the sun. And also just the weird effect of the turf field as Brendel draws ball 4. I mean, the sun is so bright out here that I oftentimes have trouble finding my mouse cursor. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Now batting the shortstop, number 13, Felix Hom. First pitch, Siegel's racing down to third, and he gets there, and the throw gets away. Siegel racing home with the tying run. Harrison Siegel with the wheels. And now Hom lifts one out to right. That's going to drop in fair. Brendel's going to hold at third as Hom keeps the rally going with a single to right.
Thank you, Felix.
Now batting for Brookline with the score tied at 2 apiece. Runners at the corners and nobody out. The catcher, number 17, Avery Melton. This one comes in low for ball 1. Throw back to first. And Hom dives back safely. Melton, his last time up, he grounded out to third. Hoping he can move the runners here, maybe bring in Brendel for the go-ahead score. Hom taking off for second, pitch is in. They throw to a cutoff man, and so Hom will take second base. Not sure what the call was in terms of balls and strikes. I'm waiting to see if the scoreboard shows it. I didn't see a signal, so I would have guessed ball 2. And indeed, it was ball 2. And now Melton chops one. It's going to land foul. Two and one. The count to Melton. Runners at second and third. Score tied at 2. And Melton calls for a timeout. Or no, it's 1 and 2 is the count. Scoreboard just corrected it. That's a big difference. Melton hits one to center. Brookline takes the lead. Hom wheeling around third, holding it, and heading back to third. But Avery Melton gives Brookline the lead with the RBI single to center. And a timeout is called for Boston Latin. At the plate for Brookline is the designated hitter, number 21, Hugh Bollinger. With Avery Melton standing at first and Felix Hom at third.
Michael. Oh, shoot.
We got some really generous notes in the live chat today from Tom Hunt. Audio and video are both really good in Atlanta, Georgia. You are doing great. I appreciate the kind words, Tom. And a similar note from Jeff Engelman. I can hear you well. I appreciate you folks. I have heard what this mic sounds like before. This is my first time having everything crash on me and being forced to go to this. So I know it doesn't sound that good. But I appreciate you guys still being kind and appreciating what I'm able to bring, at least. I really do. Courtesy runner coming in for Avery Melton. It's number 19, Devin Shin. Speedster on the base paths as Bollinger fouls off the first pitch, strike one. Wouldn't be surprised in the least if Chin takes off for second to once again put runners in scoring position. Bollinger hits one, and it's blocked by the glove of the first baseman. He tags first, but a run does come in. Bollinger does his job and brings home another run on an RBI groundout.
Come on, Chuck.
Now up the third baseman, number 22, Charlie Engelman. And Engelman blasts one high out to left. That's within range, and it's caught. Chin thought about tagging, but he's going to retreat back to second. Engelman got a lot of that one, but he just got under it. And so it'll go down as a simple fly out to left. Now batting, the first baseman, number 16, Adam Rosenblatt. First pitch catches the zone, strike one. That one almost got away from the catcher, but it's well tracked by Flynn to prevent the wild pitch and keep Chin at second. Rosenblatt, his last time up, got himself a single, but was left stranded on the base paths. This time, high ball 2. Two and 0, the count to Rosenblatt. 2 down, runner at second here in the bottom of the third. Brookline now leading 4-2 off of this inning's 3-run rally. That one catches the zone, strike 2. And we got a timeout now called. And that one is low. And Rosenblatt has fought his way to a full count. Full count, 2 out. Runner will be likely, well, actually, no, he won't be going on the pitch because a walk would put him in trouble. Rosenblatt cracks one, but right at the shortstop, fielded, thrown to first, pulled the first baseman off the bag, but he tags it with his hand. Heads up play there by the first baseman after the throw from the shortstop pulled him off the bag. It was really a fascinating play on several levels. To start, the shortstop, Amos Bergen, was only closer to second base because he was covering for the runner at second, Devin Shin, because Rosenblatt is a lefty hitter, which is why they had the shortstop covering instead of the second baseman. And because of that, he was able to field it. Then the throw pulled first baseman Elliot Gordon off the bag, but some quick ingenuity, he knew that as long as any part of his body tagged the bag while the ball was in his glove, then it would be an out. And so he slapped it with his throwing hand, and that counted as tagging the base for out number 3. Such a fascinating game, baseball. You can find so many extra little details even in a simple 6-3 groundout. We are through 3 here at Parsons Field, and Brookline has taken the lead 4-2. Leading off here in the top of the 4th will be that clever first baseman, number 12, Elliot Gordon. First pitch in the turf, ball 1. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. That one did not swing, and so it will be ball 2. That one is low, ball 3. And that one misses inside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Gordon. Now batting the center fielder, number 26, Augie Groh. First pitch in there, strike 1. Groh, his last time up, singled and later came in to score the second of Boston Latin's 2 runs so far. Runner taking off for second. It's a low ball. Throw down to second. Oh, but it popped out of Sawada's glove as he tried to apply the tag to Gordon. Would have been a very close play. Might have gotten him. But not Sawada. Hom, I think, actually. One of the two. I think it was Sawada, actually, who had tried to apply the tag. Either way, ball popped out of his glove on the slide, and so Gordon does steal second. That one catches the outside corner, strike 2. And he reaches low, hits a high bouncer over to short, picked up by Hom, thrown to first. Just barely got him. Groh gave him a run down to first. That was very close, but the throw from Hom in time for out number 1. Now batting the left fielder, number 17, Aaron Cassidy, as he fouls off strike 1. Cassidy, of course, had the big 2-run single back in the second inning. Now up with 1 out and a runner at third. As that one just misses for ball 1. You could see some visible frustration at the call, but you just got to take that and keep going. As he draws the foul ball for strike 2. 1 and 2. is now the count to Cassidy. This one high for ball 2. 2-2, the count to Cassidy. And fouls it off, stays alive. Gets him swinging with the off-speed. Big strikeout for Nico Hart as he gets the second out and does not allow the runner to move. Now we cycle back to the top of the order with the right fielder, number 7, Cole Hale, as he takes strike 1. Hale, his last time up, grounded out to first, and he struck out in the first inning. He's 0 for 2 so far today. That one comes in low, ball 1. And he hits a grounder foul up the third base side, strike 2. One and two, the count, 2 down, runner at third in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nico Hart leaves the runner stranded at third with back-to-back strikeouts. And Brookline holds on to their lead. During this time, in between the top and bottom of the 4th, of what has been a very fast-moving game so far, during this break, I'd like to take a moment to direct your attention to some to a helpful link in the live chat. At the top, not in the live chat, in the description section. At the top of the description section, you can find a link where you can donate to the Brookline High Booster Club, Brookline High Baseball Booster Club at Bat for Brookline. So if you would like to help support this Brookline High Baseball program financially, you can do so by following the link in the description section down below. Charlie Hawk back on the mound for his 4th inning of work. Leading off for Brookline, the left fielder, number 15, Owen Hoffman.
Good one, Mr. King.
First pitch gonna miss for ball 1. Reaches low and fouls one off for strike 1. And he fouls this one off as well to almost the same exact spot. 1-2 now the count. That one in there, strike 3. Hoffman goes down looking to start the inning, and we cycle around to the top of the order with the second baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch hits the zone, strike one. Hawk attacking efficiently to start this bottom of the fourth inning. As that's another one in the zone, strike two. That one bounces away wild, ball one. Sawada so far today 0 for 2 against Charlie Houck. But he rips this one out to right center. That's going to drop in for Sawada's first hit of the day. And Brookline has another runner on. Now batting, the center fielder, number 14, Harrison Siegel. First pitch, and he lifts one out to left center. That's going to drop in the gap. Just going to be a single. Doesn't bounce past the outfielders. But Harrison Siegel with his third straight hit today. He is now 3 for 3, having an electric game so far.
Let's go, field.
And now with runners at first and second and one out, up comes the right fielder, number 9, Elias Brendel. Okay. Happening. I can't look today. Please. Brendel lifts one out to left. As yet, oh, please. Overheating. At the plate now, the shortstop, number 13, Felix. Switching to today. That ends the inning. Really can't apologize enough, folks. Scoreboard's wrong. It's top of the fifth inning. One out. Runners at first and second. Okay. That pitch fouled off. Strike one. Okay, looks like we are back in action. Oh my goodness. That one is going to miss for a ball. This one lifted out to left. That is probably going to drive in one. Runner rounding third, heading for home. It's going to be close, but the throw was cut off. It was not going to make it, and so a run comes in off the RBI single from Charlie Houck. My apologies for the large chunk of game we just missed. And it looks like all the viewers, or most all of the viewers left on that one. Can't say I blame them. This has been a disaster of a live stream, and I apologize. I really can't apologize enough for this one, folks. You know, I really don't know what to say. At the plate is number 9, Charlie George, the designated hitter. As it takes a high ball 1 in what is now a 1-run ball game after the RBI single from Houck. Swing and a miss there for strike 1.
Playing real basketball. Dude, because I don't get to play with you anymore. You have a basketball league.
That one fouled off, strike 2.
No basketball's up there. It's basketball.
Appreciate the kind note in the live chat from Yuli Burstein. You know, I really do try my best, and usually things are so much better than this, but today everything just decided to break. Chasing it low, strike 3, and with a runner at first, he cannot run out the dropped third strike. So that'll simply be out number 2. Now batting the first baseman, number 12, Elliot Gordon, as he takes strike 1. Hits a hard grounder. Oh, that hit hard in the leg. It's being chased down. Rosenblatt couldn't apply the tag. And Hart immediately waving off his coaches, but the coach is like, no, we're going to take a look at that. You just took a shot directly to the leg. He appears to be saying he's okay. And it looks like he's going to shake that off and pitch through it. That will go down as an infield single for Elliot Gordon. And now batting the center fielder, number 26, Augie Groh. So a 1-run ball game here in the top of the 5th. Bases loaded with 2 outs. First pitch just outside, ball 1. That one misses, high ball 2. Hart's got to be careful. A walk would bring in the tying run here with the bases juiced.
4-3 then.
That one gets away, ball 3. Hart has got to find the zone and quickly. 3-0 the count. Bases loaded, 2 down. Brookline leads by just 1. That one down Broadway, and Groh is taking it all the way for strike 1. No reason to swing at that one. He's still got a hitter's count, and one more ball would tie this game. Hits one foul up the third base side, and now the count is full. Hart trying to battle his way back and escape the jam. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded, 1-run ball game. Happy Patriots Day, everybody. And he hits a grounder right back to Hart, and he's got this one in his glove. And he flips it to first, and he escapes the jam again.
There you go, 11.
Boy. I know it's a cheesy pun, but you talk about heart. A guy takes a shot right in the leg that loads the bases on an infield single, throws 3 straight balls as he struggles to find the zone, and still hunkers down and gets 2 strikes, and then the inning-ending ground out to preserve a 1-run lead.
I like that one, Jesse. That was good. That was good.
We move to the bottom of the 5th. Boston Latin able to get 1 run back off the RBI single from Charlie Houck. And so Brookline hitters will certainly want to add to their lead here. They can see how precarious said lead can be. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters, Melton, Bollinger, and Engelman, coming up here in the bottom of the 5th. Yuli, I appreciate you offering me an out that the Boston Marathon might be causing connection issues. But I hate to say it, this is not a connection issue. The Wi-Fi connection has been fine all day. This is just my laptop. Like, I literally had to restart my laptop in order to get that stream working again because it wasn't a Wi-Fi issue. My laptop just kind of shorted out. So, yeah, nothing to be done for that. But we move to the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, that's what's going on right now. Yeah.
Now batting the catcher, number 17, Avery Melton. First pitch, he lifts it high. Going to hang in the air for too long, and it's going to be a can of corn for Hale out in right field for out number 1.
Come on, Hugh.
So 1 pitch, 1 out, and now up comes the designated hitter, number 21, Hugh Bollinger. Bollinger having a strong outing so far. As he hits a hard bouncer, it's juggled by Houck, but he picks it up, throws to first, and Gordon manages to stay on the bag for out number 2. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. Houck working efficiently here in the 5th. Now batting the third baseman, number 22, Charlie Engelman. First pitch in there, strike 1. And that one in there, strike 2. Engelman's had nothing but big swings so far today. He had that big double to center to drive in Brookline's first run, and then he had a high towering fly out to left. It's a grounder this time, fielded cleanly at second, thrown to first, and Brookline goes down in order to end the 5th. We are through 5 here at Parsons Field. Our score after 5, Brookline 4, Boston Latin 3. Test. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, is my headset working again? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oops. Up.
What up, Nico?
All right, let's see. Let's see. Pardon me, folks. I'm Trying to see if I can get this headset working because it looks like my computer's registering it now.
Great shirt.
We do have a new pitcher coming on for Brookline. This is number 6 for the Warriors. Jimmy DiPaolo making his first varsity pitching appearance. Apologies, folks. I'm just trying to see if I can get this working. It is a bit tricky. Let's see. Let's see. Almost. Test, test to awe. I've almost got it. I've almost... No, I can't... Okay, I've almost got my headset mic back. For now, we're just going to be relying on my laptop mic because this game is too good to wait for me to fix things. So here we go, top of the 6th. A new pitcher making his varsity debut on the mound.
What up, 6?
For Brookline, it is number 6, Jimmy DiPaolo, stepping to the hill. First batter he faces will be number 17, the left fielder, Aaron Cassidy. First pitch is inside, ball 1. That one high for ball 2. Gotta say, what a pressure cooker of a situation to be sending a kid to the mound for his first varsity pitching appearance in a 1-run ball game on Patriots Day. As that's going to be ball 3. It can always be so hard for relievers at the high school level. I've talked about it a million times, how tough it can be to find your rhythm and find the zone, as he actually hits him. That would have been a 4-pitch walk, but instead it's going to be a hit-by pitch for Aaron Cassidy. So the tying run on first with a leadoff hit-by pitch. Now coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 7, Cole Hale. Pickoff move. But Cassidy dives back safe. See, now Brookline gets to enjoy the advantages of a southpaw pitcher in regards to the pickoff move at first. But DiPaolo still has to find the zone as he throws his 4th straight ball. Or 5th straight, actually. And that one gets away from Melton, and Cassidy takes off for second on the wild pitch. Two and 0, the count to Hale. And that one misses low and briefly gets away from Melton, but the runner holds. Paulo still looking for the zone here. And he misses. 8 straight balls to start the inning. Cassidy and Hale on base. And a timeout called for a meeting of the infielders. And it will be the shortstop, number 3, Amos Bergen, coming to the plate for the Wolfpack here with runners at first and second and nobody out in the top of the 6th. And hopefully the infielders around Apollo will be able to settle him down. As we got a pinch runner coming in for Cassidy. It is Paul Linso, number 5, once again, who's going to be running in place of Cassidy. Now Bergen steps in, the tying run at second, showing bunt, pops it up foul. Rosenblatt was charging in aggressively from first to try and field that bunt. 0-1 the count. Shows bunt, pops it up foul. It's in range, and Melton's got it for out number 1. Good reaction by Melton, and an unfortunate turn of events for Boston Latin. Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Brendan Norton. This one outside, ball 1. Norton not showing bunt as Boston Latin's first attempt at a sac bunt to move the runners backfires. 1-0 and 1 down as the Dick's Sporting Goods blimp flies overhead. That one low and in for ball 2. Swing and a miss. DePaulo finds the zone and now has a 2-1 count. That one just low, ball 3. Three and 1 the count. Catches the inside corner that time, strike 2. A big pitch coming up here. A strike would get the second out. A ball would load the bases. And it skips in, ball 4. A third walk loads the bases with 1 down. And now a meeting at the mound. As it's been a rough start for Jimmy DePaulo. Looks like they might bring in an emergency reliever in his place. Like I said, this was a really tough situation to bring in a pitcher for his first varsity appearance on the mound.
Drop 6.
And Brookline is going to go to the pen, and they're going to bring in Brendel from right field, looks like. So DePaulo will have 3 potential base runners credited to him. If 2 or more of them score, then he would be credited with all of those runs scoring, and that would give Boston Latin the lead. That would put DePaulo on the hook for the loss, potentially. We see Brendel's stats for the season so far. He's had 3 pitching appearances before this game, 1 start. He's got a 1-0 record, 1 for 2 on save opportunities, 5.2 innings pitched through those first 3 outings, a 2.47 ERA, a 2.12 WHIP, and 6 strikeouts. He's a guy that Brookline has routinely brought in tight spots. They, of course, brought him in to close the door in the season opener against Newton South for a 3-1 win. They brought him in with an identical 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th against Dover Sherborne, but in that game he surrendered. He allowed 1 inherited runner to score and then allowed 1 more run to score to tie the game and send it to extras. He did rebound for a shutout inning in the 8th to get the pitching win in that outing. This is now his 3rd relief outing. And again, coming in a very tight spot, bases loaded, and just 1 out for Boston Latin's cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 21, John Flynn. They send Hugh Bollinger, the designated hitter, out to right field in place of Brendel as he takes the mound. So now Brendel versus Flynn. Here we go. First pitch misses low and in. Ball 1. That one does catch the zone. Strike 1. That one high and in, ball 2. 2-1, the count to Flynn with the bases loaded and 1 down. That one catches the zone, strike 2. 2-2, now the count to Flynn. And he fouls it off and stays alive. That one high. Scoreboard says it's a 2-2 count, so I miscounted. I thought it was 2-2, but that was actually ball 2. So now the count 2-2. My fault. It's a hard grounder, blocked at third by Engelman. He's going to throw to first, and he's going to get Flynn for the 2nd out, but he will tie the game on the RBI ground out to third. We are knotted up at 4 apiece. Linso, the pinch runner, in to score. And the Boston Latin coach trying to appeal, trying to say that Rosenblatt's foot came off of first. But it looks like the appeal is denied. And so 2 down runners at 2nd and 3rd. All tied up at 4. Now batting the pitcher, number 24, Charlie Hauk. Takes a high, ball 1. Last time up, Hauk got an RBI single. That cut Brookline's lead down to 1 at the time, and now they're going to issue an intentional walk to Hauk to load the bases, create a force everywhere, and now they bring up the designated hitter, number 9, Charlie George. Bases loaded, 2 down, tie ball game here in the top of the 6th. First pitch in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Brendel quickly out in front in the count, 0-2. And fouls it off. Stays alive, 0-2. And he gets jammed, hits a grounder, foul up the third base line. It's still an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Brendel got him with the high heat for strike 3. And we are tied going into the bottom of the 6th. Boston Latin does get the 1 run they need to tie us up. But they cannot get any more. Brookline 4, Boston Latin School 4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It will be the 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Rosenblatt, Hoffman, and Sawada. And Charlie Hauk coming back onto the mound for a 6th inning of work for Boston Latin. Just gonna see if I can get this headset working. Just a little tricky. Let's see. Gosh, I hope I don't need a new one of these. All right, let's see. Let's see. What have we got here? All right. Still a struggle to get it to work consistently. Okay, I still can't wait. Aw, almost had it. Adam Rosenblatt hits a hard one right up the middle with the first pitch, and Brookline's got the go-ahead runner on first. So a runner at first, and now up comes the left fielder, number 15, Owen Hoffman. Oh, but it looks like, is Brookline going to call for a pinch hitter? Oh no, they're calling for a pinch runner for Rosenblatt. Well, isn't this exciting? Okay, I think I've got my headset actually working now. Let's see if I can switch. Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? Ben Doctoroff, the pinch runner at first in place of Adam Rosenblatt. Representing the potential go-ahead run, and they throw for a pickoff. It briefly gets away, and Doctoroff is going to take off as it just keeps rolling. A throw down to second, and Doctoroff makes it. Just like that, the go-ahead run at second now. So Doctoroff now stands at second after the E1. Hoffman steps in. First pitch, big swing and a miss. Okay, looks like we got our normal audio back, and it sounds like people are able to hear it loud and clear as Hoffman laces one out to right center. This could give Brookline the lead. Doctoroff racing for home, and he is not going to be stopped. Owen Hoffman with a clutch RBI single, and Brookline takes the lead. The call for a pinch runner worked out perfectly for Brookline, and this might be the end of the day for Charlie Houck. Boy, I like that. All of my techs started working again just in time for Brookline to take back the lead. This has been a wild Patriots day, I'll tell you that, folks. We've seen the score go from 0-0 at the start to 2-0 Boston Latin to 2-1 Boston Latin, then 4-2 Brookline, then 4-3 Brookline, then 4-all, and now 5-4 Brookline. As we've now got a new pitcher taking over for the Wolfpack. This is number 15, Mark Cronin. So we've got another absolute thriller of a game from Brookline. We've had some exciting ones early on in this season. Of course, the walk-off win against Framingham, the extra inning win against Dover Sherborne last week, the back and forth barn burner at Natick. It's just been one show after the next. And one note in the live chat from BSBL Jeter YT. This is a good game. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jeter. I know you've been one of the more active folks in the live chat. I haven't mentioned you by name until now, but you've been so helpful throughout all of the technical difficulties. You and Yuli Burstein and others have been so helpful throughout the struggles I've dealt with throughout this game, so I appreciate you, man. And then one of our regulars, Barbara Joe Metzger, go Warriors from Buffalo, New York. Go Keenan Sawada. Apt timing with that one, Barbara, as Keenan Sawada will be the first batter who will face this new Boston Latin pitcher. With a runner at first and nobody out. Cronin's warm-ups are done. He now takes the hill, and stepping up to the plate for Brookline, the second baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. First pitch is low, ball 1. It'll be interesting to see if Brookline shifts to a more aggressive base running strategy now that they're facing a righty pitcher instead of a lefty. Don't have to worry as much about the pickoff move, as that one is also going to miss for ball 2. Sawada, of course, his last time up did get a single for his first hit of the day, but was left stranded on the bases. That one does catch the corner, strike 1. And Sawada fouls this one off, strike 2. So Sawada 1 for 3 so far today. Hoping to move Hoffman along the base paths. Pickoff throw, and Hoffman dives back safely. The initial tag was dropped, even if it had been in time. That one low and in, ball 3. Sawada might have been trying to turn to see if he could just lean a little bit towards that pitch, but didn't touch him. Full count. Hoffman taking off. Sawada lifts one out to center, but that's going to be too high for a hit and run. It is caught out in center field, and Hoffman has to retreat back to first. Now stepping in is the guy most likely for a pitch to actually hit him, the center fielder, number 14, Harrison Siegel. Siegel with an electric 3 for 3 day so far, including 1 double. And he lifts one. This one's going to be high out to right field, and it's caught for out number 2. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th, and up comes the pitcher, number 9, Elias Brendel. That one inside, ball 1. Brendel, of course, now the potential pitcher on credit for the win. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. Brendel, his last time up, flew out to left. Before that, drew a walk and later scored. And before that, grounded out to second. So 0 for 2 with a walk thus far as he takes a high ball 2. And Brendel lifts one up the left field line. They're chasing, and the left fielder's got it in foul territory for out number 3. We now move to the 7th and final inning. Brookline able to get 1 run and take the lead. They are in the driver's seat with 3 outs to go. The score, Brookline 5, Boston Latin School 4. It will be the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Gordon, Groh, and Cassidy, coming up. And they're going to bring out Brendel to see if he can shut the door for them here in the 7th. You know, I didn't really, because of how chaotic today was, I didn't get a chance to shout out our local charity spotlight. It is the Brookline Education Foundation. They raise funds for to support all kinds of different programs to try and improve the quality of the education and the educators throughout the Brookline community. Normally I'd give more details, but we are about to get things started, so all I will say is check out the description section where you can find a link and phone number for the Brookline Education Foundation where you can find out more.
Yes, sir.
So leading off here in the top of the 7th and final inning, the first baseman, number 12, Elliot Gordon. First pitch from Brendel is in the zone, strike one. Gordon, his last time up, he got a single in the 5th inning, but was left stranded. That one inside. Gordon was frozen there. Looked like he was waiting for that one to hit him, but it just didn't. It'll instead be ball one. That one misses, ball two. Gordon 1 for 2 so far today with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. Currently facing a 2-1 count. Hits a high bouncer over to third, fielded by Engelman, thrown to first, and they've got out number one. So the 5-3 ground out gets the first out. Now batting the center fielder, number 26, Augie Groh. First pitch high and away, ball one. Groh grounded out to the pitcher to end the 5th inning. His last time up. Takes strike one there. He is 1 for 3 so far today with a run scored. Slices that one foul. Got jammed inside, strike two. Swing and a miss. They caught him chasing high, and Brookline 1 out away. With a chance for their 5th straight win to improve to 6-1 on the year, Brendel and the Warriors now stare down a pinch hitter, looks like, in place of Cassidy. And indeed, that is number 5, Paul Linso, who takes a high ball one. Linso, of course, has been a pinch runner throughout the day. Now his first time at the plate as he takes strike one. 1-1 the count. Base is empty, 2 down. Brookline leads Boston Latin 5-4. Swing and a miss, strike two. Brookline 1 strike away from their 5th straight win. Brendel trying to shut the door once again. Gets a chopper over to third. Engelman fields it, throws to first. And his foot was on the bag. That is out number 3. And that is your ball game. Make it 5 straight. Brookline wins. How about, of all things, Charlie Engelman, the senior captain who hadn't appeared in the past few games, back in the starting lineup at third, and he gets 2 of the last 3 outs in the 7th inning, including the clincher, as Brookline defeats Boston Latin 5-4. What an absolutely crazy day this has been here on Patriots Day and Marathon Monday here in Boston. You know, both in terms of all the technical difficulties we've juggled out here on the broadcast, but also just the chaos on the field. Another thrilling back-and-forth contest. And again, Brookline showing an ability to dig deep and finish late in ball games as they secure their 5th straight victory. So before we wrap this one up, let's just, or before we recap the action, just a reminder, if you enjoyed this live stream, technical difficulties and all, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Brookline's got 2 more games slated for this spring break week, both morning games. The other 2 are going to be at Warren Field. On Wednesday, they will host Sharon High School, and on Thursday, they will host the Falcons of Cambridge Ridge and Latin School. Be sure to stay tuned for both of those and plenty more as the season goes. Subscribing to the channel can help. You know, I promise my broadcasts aren't usually this technologically chaotic. So be sure to stay tuned for those. Subscribing can help. And of course, be sure to check out first a big thank you, especially today, to all those in the live chat today. You helped me out so much on what has been one of my toughest broadcasts I've had in a long time. I appreciate you all more than you know for helping me out with throughout this chaotic day. If there's anything anyone would like to say after the live stream is concluded, you can go and say that down in the comment section down below. You can also go down below to the description section of the video where you can find some helpful links. First, a link where you can donate to the At Bat for Brookline Booster Club if you would like to support Brookline High Baseball financially. Then a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Education Foundation. And then below that, some links related to me that you can also find in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Also, if you want to skip past all that and just email me directly with any questions or requests you may have, you can do that. And then below that, you can follow me on Instagram, where I post highlights from previous live streams and links for upcoming live streams. But for now, let's recap the action that went on in this live stream in this game. Start things off in the first inning. Boston Latin got 2 runners on with back-to-back 2-out walks, but could not advance them. Bottom of the first, Brookline got a 1-out double from Harrison Siegel, but left him stranded. Top of the second, Boston Latin first on the board. A leadoff single from Charlie George, another single from Augie Groh. 2 batters later, and then a balk put those runners at second and third for Aaron Cassidy, who got a 2-run single to right to put the Wolfpack on the board 2-0. Bottom of the second, Brookline responded with 1 run of their own, a 1-out single from Hugh Bollinger. Advanced to second on a balk, advanced to third on a steal, and then came in to score on an RBI double by Charlie Engelman, who was seeing the plate for the first time in a little while. Big hit there for him. He would be left stranded on the bases. Brookline got runners to second and third, but could not get another run on the board. They trailed 2-1 at the end of 2. Top of the third, Boston Latin got 1 runner on, but couldn't advance him. Bottom of the third, Brookline really got things going. Led things off with a single by Harrison Siegel, a walk by Elias Brendel. Then Siegel stole third and then came home on an erroneous throw from the catcher to tie things up at 2. Felix Hom got a single, and then Avery Melton got a single to drive in Brendel, and then Hugh Bollinger got an RBI ground out to first to drive in Hom, and with those 3 runs, Brookline took a 4-2 lead at the end of 3. Top of the 4th, again, Boston Latin got a runner to second, but no further. Bottom of the 4th, Brookline got runners on first and second, but left them stranded. Top of the 5th, Boston Latin started to claw their way back, although we missed a chunk of that rally as my tech was breaking down. But Charlie Houck got the RBI single that made it a 4-3 ball game, still in favor of Brookline. Bottom of the 5th, Brookline went down in order, and then top of the 6th, Boston Latin was able to tie it up off of a hit-by pitch and 2 walks that loaded the bases with 1 out, and then an RBI ground out to third by John Flynn tied us up at 4 apiece, but Elias Brendel was able to escape the jam without allowing any more runs. Bottom of the 6th, and Brookline, from their 8 and 9 batters, were able to come through big. Adam Rosenblatt got a leadoff single. Ben Doctoroff came in as a pinch runner, advanced to second on an erroneous pickoff throw by the pitcher, and then came in to score on an RBI single to right center by Owen Hoffman that proved to be the game-winning run. Brookline went down in order after Hoffman's hit, but then Brendel put the Boston Latin hitters down in order in the top of the 7th to end the ball game. And that is going to end this stream. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Final score, Brookline 5, Boston Latin School 4. Brookline earns its 5th straight win to improve to 6-1 on the year. From Parsons Field in Brookline, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan saying thanks for watching. Happy Patriots Day, and enjoy the rest of your day.